Well, g'day DLive and welcome back to the Gives a Minute DLive stream for a Saturday afternoon affair. It has just gone 26 minutes past 3 in the PM for me. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening to you, whatever the time it is, wherever you're consuming this content. You're always welcome right here on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Let me do the thing that I do and check the stream is running. Pretty confident it is though. Quietly confident here that everything's tickety-boo. But then we'll have a little chit chat about things and we'll go from there, I guess. Yeah, we're good. Little bit too much light there on my head. I'm gonna just expose my aperture treble of a tip top and fix that. That's a little better. In the chat, Mr. B. G'day, Mr. B. How you doing, dude? Hello, skis. We've also got MD Wit celebrating a 5-month sub streak. Can I slap this? I'm going to slap this 5 times. Each slap represents a single month. MD Wit, thank you for the 5-month sub streak. Much appreciation. Hey, Gibbs. Mr. B, hello. How you doing? So, yeah, the exposure was a little up, and now I feel like it's a little better. Gee, I could probably do with a little hair and makeup here to fix this hideousness, but that's what you're gonna get. That's what you've got. This is it. I can't do anything more about this. This is how it is. This is how I was born. Actually, no, it's not. This is what I've grown into. So, and Hendrik, g'day. G'day, H-Man. How you doing, dude? H-Man's in the house. Are we level? I didn't even check that. I was checking the everything else and didn't even check the levels. We are. Got a lovely vista here behind me, beside me. Found this YouTube video of this lovely lake. Lake Johnson or something? I don't know. That's just a 12-hour video. I don't know how they filmed it for 12 hours and the sun didn't go down in that time. Anyway, that's playing over there. Behind me, we've got the kitchen and the house. And yeah, we're doing just a chill indoor stream here today. 2 things I want to address. Obviously the big one, the terms of service pop-up. Hang on. The terms of service pop-up that came up on DLive. And then I want to talk a little about the last 6 days that I've been isolating for. 6 days. And I go back to work. Wait, this is the 5th day. Ooh. I go back to work on Monday, which is the 7th day of the isolation. That's not how it's supposed to be. But either way, my roster's come out and I'm back on Monday. I'm happy for that. Yeah, so let's hit that first, I guess. 6 days of just chilling, doing nothing. Sat right here and entertained myself with many a television show, many a Netflix documentary. And yeah, I'm over it. Like, they say Netflix and chill. Netflix and chill for how long? Like, I don't want to chill for that long. I want to get up and do things. So it's been a little, yeah, it hasn't been fun. And oh, for those that aren't aware, I had to isolate because 2 of my housemates came down with the COVID banger. So therefore, legally, I had to isolate for 7 days, which I was a little, do we want to get right into this? I don't know if we do, if we can, if we should. I know YouTube doesn't like any discussions about the C-banger, but here's the thing. Oh, that video. Oh, yeah, there you go. Here's the thing. If you go back a year and a half ago, see, here we go. We're going to go into it, aren't we? We're going to go in this rabbit hole. I'm just thinking, a close contact. So that's what I'm considered, a close contact of a positive COVID. I call them guilty, a guilty person, right? Someone who's guilty with COVID, I'm a close contact. So therefore I have to isolate. But if you went back a year and a half ago, maybe even a little longer now, maybe 2 years ago, anyone of a close contact, anywhere they've been would have to close down for deep cleaning, you know? Like there was that famous story in Australia or in Sydney of a chain, I think it was a duck restaurant? No shit, right? A duck restaurant. Yeah, it was, I'm pretty sure it was a chain of duck restaurants that specializes in duck in Sydney. They had a dish pig who got COVID And because that dish pig had done shifts at 3 of the different locations around Sydney, all 3 of those locations had to close down for deep clean, and they went out of business. It affected them that bad that they shut shop. So all I'm saying is, I'm a close contact of a guilty person, a COVID person. Probably shouldn't use that term. They're my housemates. They're lovely people, and yet, yeah, anywhere I've been hasn't had to close down. Like the shops that I go to, I mean, I've been working on the mountain. Should they have to close down for deep cleaning? You know what I'm saying? Like it's, I guess what I'm illustrating is it's changed a lot. And yet, yeah, here we are. We're at the end of it anyway, so we're all good. Charles, what's up, Gibbs? Yo, Charles, how you doing? Jason's in the house. How do you isolate from your roommates? That's the irony, isn't it? You can't. The thing that they should do, that was a lovely bird that just flew past the balcony there. The thing that they should do instead of forcing you into isolation with people who have COVID would be to separate you. Like, oh, your housemates have COVID? When do you have to go back there? At the end of this shift today? Okay, from here on, don't go back home. We'll set you up with a temporary accommodation, whatever that looks like. It won't be glamorous, it won't be whatever, but just don't go back there where you know there's positive cases. Don't go anywhere near there. That would be what would make more sense, but... Pablano Escobar, and Suki. Hello, Suki. Hello, skis. Evening, Benham and Givers. Lovely little star there. The Suki star and the rose. Jason, crappy deal. And how is Pablo? And how is Suki? And how is Jason? So yeah, that's the situation. The other thing that I want to tap into, and by the way, I got a couple of drinks here today as well, so we're going to have a little drinky poo. I got a beer in the freezer. Oh shit, I put that in a little while ago. I've got frozen beer, and I've also got this guy right here, Jameson Irish whiskey, finished in stout barrels, stout beer barrels. I've got to tell you, this is lovely. I want that. I kind of want that one first, actually. Finished in 8D stout beer barrels. We got, you probably can't see them, but there are Jameson bottles up on top of the fridge, or on top of that shelving system there that the housemate loves, but none of them include the beer stout barrels finished Jameson's Irish whiskey. Pablo is everywhere. I was glad to see your notification pop up. I was wondering about you. Thank you, Jason. Thank you for wondering. It's okay. Hendrik, oh shit, I better get to the bottle shop. Yes, you better, son. It's been a while. Been a while, hasn't it? Gotta blow my nose. I don't have any, you know one thing this house doesn't have? Paper towels in the kitchen. Paper towel, you know, like if you make a spill, paper towel is a quick, easy cleanup. None paper towel. In Detroit, the governor put COVID positive homeless in with the elderly assisted living homes. Oh, that ain't going to go down well, is it, Suki? So people died then at that point, right? So let's touch on these terms of services pop-ups of which we've all clicked accept, right? Put your hand up in the chat if you haven't accepted the terms of service update from DLive. You know, it popped up on the screen that said, you got to agree to this to continue using DLive. Put your hand up if you didn't agree to it. I'm going to wait for latency. How long am I going to wait? Not very long, because if you're watching this, you have to have clicked agree. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching this. Well, hold on a second. You could be watching it not on DLive. This is true. Fallen Angel. Hello, Fallenskis. How you doing? So the point is, or the point should be, but it wasn't, the point should have been made very clear that there is no terms of service and policy updates changes. There isn't any. So this pop-up that came up on DLive is basically another way to another way for DLive to obtain your signature, your digital signature. I gotta get this beer. Hang on, let me just get this beer. It could be frozen already too. Oh no, that's good. That's not what I wanted it to do. Yeah, so what this was, oh, hold on a second, M tag. See how frozen it is on the top there? I'll just put that over there. Let me M tag the machine up. Oh, I can do that on my laptop. Got my laptop here, I'll M tag this up. Much easier to do it on the laptop. Family friendly becomes mature audiences only. Save that shiz. We are mature audiences only. Azorian, how you doing, man? Killer pad. Thanks, dude. It's my this is my temporary winter digs. Not for much longer, by the way, folks. I'm only here till October. It's already August. It's already August. Crack my skull with the follow. Yo, Crackskis, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way pool table. And you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks for the follow. Now, can I have a sip of this beer? This is a staff beer. Hagen, German style lager. I've never heard of it before, actually. Hagen. So, what was I saying? Azorian, thanks for the ice cream. Mayunas, wow! Thanks, dude. Oh yeah, so the pop-up. So there was no terms of service change. There was no policy update changes. What you're clicking OK to, you've already said yes to by using DLive. The moment you agree to use DLive and sign up for an account, that's when you actually agree to what those things are. Now, the last time these documents were updated was March 8, 2021. Which is an interesting date, to be completely frank, because March 8, 2022 was the day that they froze BTT staking on DLive. I know that matter-of-factly because I documented it and put it in the Discord, but that's March 8, 2022, this year. So BTT staking has been frozen since March 8, May, June, July, March, April, May, June, July, August. For 5 months, BTT staking has been frozen, but that's just coincidental because the terms of service policy and the privacy policy was last updated March 8, 2021. So then why has this pop-up come up? Why is all of a sudden you having to agree to this, the thing that you've already agreed to? This is a thing that, or this is a question that no one seems to have been able to answer. It's not out of DLive's right to force you to sign something more than once, right? And when I say sign, I'm not physically meaning getting a pen out and putting ink on paper. I mean a digital signature. In this case, clicking an I accept button is the signature. So, who did that? MD Wit with a diamond. Hello all. I just want to tell you how it feels, MD Wit. It feels lovely. How are you doing? Good to see you. Thank you very much for the diamond there. So yeah, it's not untoward for anybody, not just DLive, but any website to ask you to click on something and therefore accept something. And the most obvious illustration of this is cookies, right? Whenever you go to a website, I mean, I go to these websites often and I'm clicking accept all cookies. I feel like I clicked that last week, right? And you're clicking it again. And my cache doesn't clear itself out once a week. So it's not auto clearing cache. It's a website asking you to say, yeah, I accept your cookies, all of them, right? Give me all those cookies. So for DLive to do it, it's nothing untoward, but it does raise questions given all the other shit that DLive runs by us and puts us through up until this point that we're at right now, where we're still sitting in this awful position of streamers not being paid, right? So for the landscape to be the way it is, and for DLive to then randomly bring out apparently new terms of service that we have to agree to, even though they're not new terms, they could have delivered this so much more clearly and much less frighteningly. They could have done it a lot better. So had they have said in that pop-up, there's nothing new here, so it just says you have to agree to this to use DLive. But you've already agreed to this because you have a DLive account. That would have been, it would have read strange, but it would have made more sense than all of a sudden having this new pop-up that you have to agree to before you can use DLive. Well, hold on a second. What if you don't agree to it? And what is it we're agreeing to? Like I said, turns out we've already agreed to it before, nothing has changed. So this is another super clear example of the management at DLive missing the ball entirely, mismanaged, up the wazoo. No, you can't tell me somebody said, this is going to be a great idea, let's do this. No, it didn't happen that way. Someone just went, I'm doing it, I don't care, let's just do it. And they've done it. They didn't think about it, they just did it. And this is the way we've seen DLive roll progressively, steadily, incrementally the whole way since one major thing happened. We won't go too deep into what that is, but I'm sure you could. Oh, the sun's just disappeared out here. Dude, the sun was out here and it's gone again. I love a good Sunday. So, with that said, you all clicked accept. I clicked it this morning. I did get a confirmation from DLive. I submitted a ticket and got confirmation that there is nothing changed in those terms of service. So you should be good to click I accept or I agree in this case. So I did agree. What a funky way to begin the stream, hey? Got to get that crap out of the way first. DLive, how dare you? How dare you, DLive? It's just another example of the poor management, right? Like this site needs an absolute, it needs to be snapped into gear. Someone needs to come in and go, oi, what's going on DLive, man? Come on, we can do better than this, can't we? Instead, it's like Band-Aid after Band-Aid, patching up, sewing up the little holes, putting a rock there, weighing it down, holding it there, making sure that works. Someone needs to come in and go, hey, start again, dudes. This ain't working. Hey, fix this. Let's go. But nobody is, and we get all these little piecemeal patchwork awfulness. Scroll up. What did I scroll up? Let me see the chat. Tips the fifth. Brewski in the corner pocket. Nobody play pool. Benon, you sick fuck. Are you still bitching? Shit. Get that off your chest there, Pablano Escabanana. I'd whip your ass if I find a brew on my pool table. The boys, actually, you know what? That's a good point. I probably shouldn't put that there. Although I'm pretty certain. No, you're right. I shouldn't have put a beer on the pool table. That's my bad. DLive, how dare you? So I've scrolled up. What did I miss? I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh, my scroll. Oh, wow. My scroll up went all the way up at that point. That never usually happens. It's gone all the way back up into a previous stream. That's weird. So how far back am I scrolling, Suki? Where am I scrolling? Scroll-sking Tooskies. So Fallen Angel, Hendrik, Suki, DLive Terms of Service, never heard of it. Let's play some billiards. Oh, let's play some billiards. Is that what you were talking about? Sugi gifted a 1 month sub to Pablano Escobar. Thanks, Suki. That's very kind of you. By the way, if you hear me fart, it's not me farting. You know, we got a little system here. If you fart, you tell us. This chair, it has so many different ways to make a fart sound. And of course, none of them are happening right now. There's one. But I can never regenerate them. So I'm just letting you know that I'm not letting them rip. Pablo, every toilet needs flushing once in a while. Speaking of toilets being flushed, I washed my bathroom, cleaned my bathroom, vacuumed the whole house today, got right into it. Sergeant Gaming, how you doing, man? Good to see you, buddy. Hello, Sergeant Gaming TV. You can't also tell me that it takes months to sort a new payment out. Yeah, so in regards to the Chipotle situation, there has been, I'm not naming anybody here, and also I'm not going to explain what's been told to me, but there has been people, how am I going to phrase this? People have reached out to Chipotle and there's nothing wrong at their end. Take that how you will. People have reached out to Chipotle about this situation. Chipotle have returned with, there's nothing wrong at our end with that client. Take that as you will. So yeah, I mean, if you want to talk about the payments, my advice would be to cancel your payment, re-request it in crypto, it'll be TRX, send that TRX out to a stablecoin and be done. That's my tip. But then again, not everybody wants to faff around with a Tronlink wallet and converting to USDC, and maybe you don't have any. Maybe you have zero crypto knowledge and none of that even made any sense to you. But if you want to get paid from DLive and it's urgent, now it's 5 months urgent, my advice would be to cancel your payment request, submit it again as crypto, and learn how to use crypto and be done with it. Because I don't like the odds of this coming clear after 5 months of being murky for so long. It's an unappreciative platform. It's unappreciative, it's unmanaged, and it's undeniably dying. 19 in the house, welcome you wankers. Pablo, what's going on in your woods at the moment, dude? You're coming out swear. I mean, we are mature tagged. You can swear, and you are. It's all good. You moved the brew. Yeah, I didn't even really think about that. The chair farts. Nothing wrong at their end. Why am I not surprised? Man, I'm just relaying what was told to me. I'm just relaying what I've been told. There's several possibilities, but I'm going to shut it up. Murky. Oh, Jason. Jason's been mining using Stormgain for months and months, and I'm barely at $3.40. That is because the Bitcoin price has been plummeting. So the moment, and this is the beautiful thing about this mining app on the Stormgain app, the moment the Bitcoin price goes back up, you'll jump straight up to over $10 worth, and then you can start trading that $10. What are we talking about? We're specifically talking about an app that you can mine Bitcoin on your phone by clicking a button every 4 hours, kind of like the Dharma project on Lost. You got to keep pressing this button every 4 hours and you mine Bitcoin. The only catch, or the catch, there's always a catch. The catch is you have to mine a minimum of $10 worth. And once you've mined that $10 worth of Bitcoin, you can't just withdraw it to your own private wallet. You have to trade it on their exchange It's called Storm Gain. You have to use the Storm Gain exchange to trade that Bitcoin for a profit. And only the profit that you earn can you then withdraw from the site. So it's kind of like, it's a pretty shitty, I don't think trading's a very good idea for anybody ever. It's, well, for a very small percentage of the population, it's worthy, but for the bulk of people, trading crypto is not advisable. Buying and holding for a long period is more advisable than trading. But this is one way to get into the trading game if you don't mind losing it. I've got the $10 twice. I've got up to $10 twice, and I leveraged, the first time I got it, I got $12 worth. I leveraged traded it by 50, lost it instantly. So 6 months worth of pressing the Dharma button every 4 hours to get $12 worth of Bitcoin, and I went and leveraged traded it by 50 and lost it. That's an experience. Do I want to repeat that again? No. Did I repeat it again? Yeah, I did. I did the same thing again. Now I'm pressing that Dharma button again to get up to the $10 again, and I probably won't leverage by 50. I'll probably leverage. Actually, you have to leverage it by, I think, a minimum of 4x. Fuck shit. Pablano, since Bitcoin has been in a free fall. Yeah, so this is the good time to get that stuff sorted. Like, this is the time when you're going to accumulate. If you're interested in accumulating, whether that be pressing that button every 4 hours or putting a little extra money into Bitcoin when it's down. What's the one that's pumping right now? Oh, dude, there's a meme coin. Now you're gonna hate me telling you this. By the way, should this be a crypto stream? Should we click over into cryptocurrency, or we'll just stay in chatting? We'll stay in chatting. So there's a meme coin that was given free to Hex stakers. So if you'd staked Hex, you could claim this free meme coin. It's called Pulse Dogecoin. So it's literally, there's no tokenomics to this. It's simply a dog coin. No different to Dogecoin, right? But with the Pulse Dogecoin name. And it was given for free to Hex stakers. Let me show you. I can't show you, I'll tell you. Let me tell you. So when, and you got it given, you had to have claimed it by 4/20, by the 20th of June. January, February, March, April. The fourth month is April. So by the 20th of April this year was your, no, that's not right. It was launched on the 20th of April. No, you had to have had a Hex stake. You had to have an active Hex stake at 4/20, at 20th of April this year. And then, if you did have that, up until 100 days from then, you could claim this free meme coin. So the 100 days is now passed. I think we're about 120 days now, so you've missed it if you didn't do it, by the way. I did it. I already had Hex stakes. I was able to claim 265 of these Pulse Doge coins. Now they're in my private wallet. These are mine now, right? They're mine. I basically was gifted them for nothing just because I'd already made a stake on a different chain. The value of one Pulse Doge coin right now, $8.93. The value of my portfolio of 265 Pulse Doge coins is currently sitting at $2,367 US for nothing. That's pretty cool, right? That's pretty cool. I want to see the chart of Pulse Dogecoin. I don't know how well you can see that. Pulse Dogecoin, it's a pretty good looking, that's a 1 day chart. Let's go to a 1 month chart. Steadily up, right? Like progressively nothing and on the pump. And they just launched, or just about to launch, a new feature which will enable you to stake your Pulse Dogecoin. I don't know what the dividend, I do know. The return will be Pulse Bitcoin. Yeah, 420, they did that intentionally, Pablo. Hey, meme man, how you doing, dude? Back up in the chat, can I explain the first 12 minutes of the stream? We talked a little about my my 7-day isolation. We talked about why that's the case. I live in a household where there are two housemates that are positive or did test positive last week to COVID. Even though I tested negative, I still had to isolate. So we're now tomorrow's the last day of my isolation, and then I go back to work. The other thing we talked about was the terms of service pop-up. Pablo, my portfolio of crypto is 0 at the moment. I cashed out. Oh, did you really? That's not unusual hearing it from you. Bug Nana, hey kiddos, how you doing, Bugskis? Good to see you. A good idea to cash out, do you reckon? My take on it right now is it's a good chance to start cashing it in. Start getting more, like building your stacks. I've been putting any excess from my work into Bitcoin and Hex. I told you this when I got here to New Zealand. My goal is to leave New Zealand, which probably might not happen now, but because Bitcoin's rising again, but I wanted to get a full Bitcoin. And the idea was that if I could dollar cost average in enough times with excess money from this job I'm doing, then I could maybe, splitting it half and half, Hex and Bitcoin, I could come away with at least a full Bitcoin. When it was 60K. See, there's still talk about Bitcoin hitting that 100K mark. And at that point, you're talking about 20K right now, 23K. What is it now? 23, 24? What's Bitcoin at right now? Bitcoin is trading at, it's down. 23,175. 23,000. So 23, once it gets to 100,000, it's going to feel like whatever, 25, 27K, 30K is not going to make a difference. Jason says, I'd buy for 19K or 20K, maybe lower. You'd set a buy order, have you? Okay, that's cool. See, I don't do it that way. Technically that's how you do dollar cost average. You set your buy orders in every week at a certain amount, no matter what the cost of Bitcoin is. I don't have that kind of confirmed weekly income. My income fluctuates depending on how much whiskey I buy, how many hours I work at the hill. I just took a week where I haven't worked at all, although there is a subsidy. I will be receiving some reimbursements, some government. There's definitely a COVID government bounty, but it won't be anywhere near my weekly wage. So I take a look at my bank statement and I'm like, okay, if I take out X amount of dollars for the next week, plus whatever bills come through, am I going to get through? It's actually every fortnight. I get paid fortnightly. And then whatever's left over, I then split it in half and buy Bitcoin. I buy Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then the Ethereum I trade out to Hex. I would if I had Moolah. Yeah. I mean, of course, yeah. I think everybody's in that same position. They'd do that if they... By the way, this beer's not very nice, hey? What is it? It's not a Pilsner. It's a lager. It doesn't... Yeah, I would not recommend this beer. Hagen. It's only 4% too. What a lousy percentage. 5 or none, man. It sucks you had to isolate for a week. Is Shloke okay? Yeah, so the two housemates, Timona, I'm not even sure if she's a housemate, but she's been here as long as I have. Timona and Avi both tested positive. Is it mandatory? Yeah, it's the isolation. I did not want to do this. I did not want to go into isolation. In fact, yeah, I missed out on a bunch of cool things. Number one thing I missed out on was staff night skiing. So right behind me, you can't see it, but right behind the camera, Coronet Peak where I work. Monday night last week, closed to the public, only open for staff, $3 drinks, free barbecue, and free night skiing for staff. I couldn't attend. Coming up tomorrow, staff dinner at the Lone Star restaurant in town. Can't go. Isolating. Sucks. I want to put a post up and say, can someone bring home, bring a doggy bag over here of food from Lone Star? Why should I miss out on the food? I can't be part of the event, but at least I shouldn't miss out on the food. Mandatory, yeah. It's funny, since I've been here in New Zealand, the Jacinda Ardern, the Prime Minister of New Zealand, the picture that I was painted of her back in Australia was that New Zealand loves her. Like all the Kiwis rally around her and they support her. And that might be the case in New Zealand in general, but undoubtedly in this town, in Queenstown, nobody likes her. Nobody I spoke to has said anything favourable about their Prime Minister. Yeah. Not to get political, but that was a mandatory. I guess that why I brought that up is because of the mandatory isolation thing. Like, why would I need to go? Like, if I'm not guilty, if I'm testing negative, why do I need to isolate? That like and isolate in the place where the disease is? That doesn't make any sense, right? Like, if anything, it would be like, you should isolate if you have somewhere else you can go. Or do you have to go back home? Can you go to we've got a hostel set up or something? Like, because like there's COVID at home and you don't have it, but we're going to force you to go there. And you know what else? What I learned today? Because Shlok has had COVID, he doesn't have to isolate. So he's in this house, right? Like I am. But because he has had COVID in the past, he now no longer has to isolate as a close contact. So that's confusing, right? It's kind of like promoting the idea of, well, you just want to get it once and then you're basically back to normalcy. Yeah. That's a rad looking leather couch. This guy here, yeah, it's cozy. I tell you now, I've had my butt parked in that for a whole week now. It's cozy. All politicians suck, bunch of control freaks. Don't you know? They know better than you. We're not smart enough to think for ourselves and all. Suki. Cheers. I mean, I'm not agreeing with the statement, but I'm agreeing with the fact that that's how they want us to think, that we think that they think that we know what we think that we don't know we think. Something like that. So, with all that said, there's only 2 months of my New Zealand time left. All of August, all of September, okay, 2 and a bit. I fly out early October. So there's a bunch of things that has to be done still. One of the big things coming up will be a 12-hour live stream, or not specifically 12 hours, but an entire day of my job live streamed. I am waiting to do that when my data month rolls over, because I'm going to be using probably all the data in one day at that point. We have to do that at the beginning of the month. That'll be coming up around about the 20th of August. I've kind of set myself that week of the 20th onward of August to do that live stream. I want to try to pick it where it's a snow day, because it'd be rad if it was snowing as well. So there's that. And then I'm going to be hitting up Nina to go up and paraglide. She's offered to take me up on a paraglide. Just kind of trying to work out how we can logistically do that live. Because if we do it from up here, we could either do it from, I'm pretty certain she does it from up the top at Skyline, but if not, it'd be better to do it from the top of the Coronet Peak, because I know that there's Wi-Fi, well not Wi-Fi, but there's 4G across the whole valley because we've streamed from all over the place there. So there's those two things coming up. The other thing I was thinking about doing was there's a company in Queenstown here that does hot air balloons, like take you up in the hot air balloon, and I'd love to hit them up for a FOC, free of charge. Again, live stream from the hot air balloon. That would be sick. As far as that, and then the other two things that I want to do around here, I want to do a walk. I want to go hiking from, I guess it's the Karawara Twin Rivers, and I want to walk all the way along the Shotover back to Arthur's Point. Live stream. Everything else, oh, and when it gets warmer, when the snow starts melting, I want to go Ben Lomond. I want to do the Tiki Trail to top of Skyline. I'm doing it like this because it's literally just behind me. I want to do the Tiki Trail to Skyline. Then I want to do it again where I take the gondola up and go from the gondola and walk Ben Lomond. Other than that, that's all the live streams that I had in my head that I wanted to achieve here in Queenstown. So if we, and I'm only telling you because it'll keep me accountable right now. If I put these on the line, then I've got to do them, right? Isn't snow lovely? It is. It's lovely, Suki. It's lovely. I am seeing a lot of snow these days up here. You know, like I'm in it. I've missed it all this week. Although judging by the view, I haven't missed much. Like there isn't. It looks pretty similar to what it has been. Oh no, of course I've got two other things I want to do. I want to go snowboarding live, and I want to do that at the Remarkables. I want to take a couple of beers and stick them in the snow and sit up there at top of Lake Alta or something and just chill. So there are things that have to be done. Now that work, it's not drying up, but we've done the busy stuff now. We're into the quieter period. I expected that busy period to be busier, and I was preparing myself for a lot worse. Hasn't been that bad. Yeah. From all reports, though, we've done very well in this job. The head of staff and head of departments, they're all impressed with our work. Jason, we had the hottest day of the year in the last week, 35, 36, 37. Yeah, crikey. That's hot, Jason. I couldn't do snow all year round, but I love it. Temporary visit. Are there places where it snows all year round? I mean, yeah, the northern circle and whatnot, for sure. Haven't seen snow in less than 5 years. Before I came here, I guess the last time I saw snow would have been probably on the Tracer tours, I guess. Well, we definitely saw snow in Poland, Czech Republic, Austria. Netherlands. Yeah, so that would have been 10 years ago for me, I suppose. Does nose candy count? Crikey. I'm not too sure what that means, dude. 38 degrees here today with 20 mile per hour wind. Dude, we've had chronic wind here. Yesterday, wow, oh, this is so different from yesterday. Yesterday it was billowing through this. Go and look on a map of Queenstown and go and look for Gorge Road. Basically, that's where I am, more or less. Not Gorge Road, but anyway, we're in a gorge. And the wind just came sweeping down the gorge and the trees were like... And today it's the complete opposite, it's dead still. That's normal in Nebraska, the USA. Ah. Hmm. Can you hear my housemate coughing? I was going to ask you guys something, but I think we should just hold off on that. It's about the middle of the whole country. Okay. So, I'm glad you're healthy, Ben. I was concerned. So Pablo, did you watch my YouTube stories? I've been pretty. I know my live streams haven't been anywhere near as much as obviously in Australia. That was always going to be the case, though. But I have been active on YouTube stories. Well, I don't really want to dwell too much on this because it'll get me down. But I haven't really. Yeah, I've been. My enthusiasm for DLive is at an all-time low, like the absolute lowest it's ever been. And this kind of a stream sitting here, to be frank, against myself, this is pretty lousy considering I'm in New Zealand, right? I'm literally a stone's throw from the Remarkables and an even closer stone's throw to Coronet Peak, and yet I'm in a house sitting down drinking a beer. Like, I feel like this is an easy out for me to do a stream, whereas I should be outside doing my sitting down, you know, in front of the Remarkables, enjoying the views. But because of this isolation thing, I'm like, well, I could have streamed every day this week. I literally could have done an entire week of live streams. But then I thought, it's not great. Like, I'm not showing you anything riveting. And there's no incentive anymore to do that on DLive. Like, there's nothing in it for me on DLive anymore. So I just decided not to. Yeah. I know that sort of sounds a bit sad and it's a little bit defeatist, but I've wanted DLive to be better and to do better for so long, to the point now I'm like, well, I give up. They're not doing better. I'm not going to bother anymore. Not to say I'm not going to stream here on DLive. Don't get me wrong. I always say this. Don't get this misconstrued. But just understand. Excuse me. Understand that the enthusiasm that I once shared and that I promoted as much as I could to anybody who would listen, that enthusiasm is long gone for DLive. It's long, long gone. Screwed the pooch. With the nose candy, who would guess? Suki, I've been outside in my property, several acres, enjoying the view, working the land. This summer has been lovely. Hey, Suki. Work the land. You know, we could, guess we could play some tunes, eh? I want to just sit here and chill though. Well, what else can I tell you? Anybody got any questions? I'm going to get into this whiskey pretty soon though, if that's okay with you. The beer, I would not recommend Hagen. Hendrik, are you back from the bottle shop yet? Have you heard of this German beer, Hagen? It's not very good. It could also be that this is off. Nah. This doesn't taste that great. Suki, I stream here to chill with my friends, but I hardly stream anymore, been busy. That's understandable. I get that feel. Pablo, I have a question. What is 2 plus 2? 2 and 2 always makes a 5. It's the devil's way now. 2, are you such a dreamer? You know what? Can we listen to tunes? Can I put on some music? You know what? I'm gonna kill the YouTube stream. Yeah, and I'm gonna put my laptop up here, and I'm gonna play tunes like Grimsky. I just want to hear that Radiohead album. Is that Kid A or is that Amnesiac? What's the Radiohead album with 2 plus 2 is 5? Do I want to do that though, no? You know what? Don't. I won't do that because I want these streams to last, and this won't last if I start playing music. So forget that. I'll just think about that Radiohead song in my head. God bless YouTube. You can't stream music over there. We'll wait till I get back to Australia for that stuff, right? We'll wait because like Australian, like my stream back home will be daily again, more or less. Do you know what I'm thinking about doing? Oh, should I tell you or should I just do it? I think I should just do it. I think I'm just gonna there's gonna be a slight change to my streaming layout back in Australia. Had this idea. Let's just say it'll be summer when I get back to Australia. And well, hot nights, you know, you might want a hot tub of some sort just to keep cool, you know? Shit. But I am really looking forward to interviews and panels again, you know? Like this IRL stuff is fine. And if I lived permanently in New Zealand, this would be I'd have this set up differently, right? This is temporary for me. But if it was a permanent setup, then I'll be thinking about doing permanent, you know, we want to have the interviews and stuff, you know, like that last time when we were here and we had one earpiece in and we could hear each other. That was fun, but it was a bit of a mission to get to that. How did we do that? We used loopback and we split the audio, and the audio on the only way that worked is that there's an auxiliary or an audio headphone out on the laptop that goes into my camera. So everything going into there, yeah, that was funny. Hey, we did some funky audio routing that wouldn't have been possible without loopback. I'm actually going to stream this evening. It's now early morning. Oh, okay, Suki. I saw you were here, so here I am. Well, Suki, is this a worse time for you to catch my streams or a better time? Thanks for being here, by the way. And thank you for gifting that sub out too to the P-Man. Can I go and get the glass of ice and some pop? I'm going to start pouring whiskey and cola. Because that's finished. Let me get some, let me get a glass. Oh, there's this big glass. Heck yeah. Love this thing. Frozen ice. Frozen ice? Yeah. As opposed to that non-frozen ice, aka water. We got pop. Got some pop here. It really doesn't make a difference. I stream when I can. But what about for your sleep pattern, Suki? How about sleeping and whatnot? Does sleeping not factor into it? Gonna just have a little bit of this neat on the rocks with Coke. I want to put that up there, you know. Appreciate you asking. You do you. You have cooler content most times. Cooler? Well, it's definitely cooler. Right now it's cold. Actually, today's not too bad. I'm kind of feeling, yeah, I'm in a t-shirt. It's sort of warm right now. That isn't as nice as I remembered it the other day up at Lake Johnson. By the way, Music Man, did we see Music Man in the chat? Oh, that was Meme Man. If we see Music Man, let me know. I want to see if he's watched the replay of my Queenstown aviation landing plane stream for him. Because we did a stream. Oh, you guys, who was on that stream with me? Who knows that? Do you know what I'm talking about? We went up to the top of, not the top, but we went to this this lake. We went to Lake Johnson, then we went up a hill. Is anybody there with me? If you were there with me, tell me you were there. Because I told you during that stream that the weather was coming, and crikey, it came like a mofo. Drinking some bamboo rum this evening. Cheers, bamboo. Well, cheers, Suki. Cheers. Bamboo rum. Shyla, oh, Hendrik's back. Shyla has apparently acquired the H-Man sleeping patterns. Is Shyla asleep still? Wake up, Shyla. So, by the way, cheers. I don't know, did you get some Chateau de Cardboard, H-Man? That stream, when I said there's weather coming, wow. When I ended the stream, and we did it pretty quickly, going down that mountain, holy shit, that's the gnarliest storm that I've been in. It was so, the wind was so strong that it wasn't snowing, but it was freezing rain. And the rain was coming direct at my face. Not down into my face, it was coming at my face. I'm walking down a mountain. Like we were up high enough to be looking all the way back down onto the Queenstown airport and Frankton area. And I walked down that hill, all my gear on, I had all my hoodies on, every layer of clothing, and I was pulling everything tight and just tiny little holes of eyes, and the rain was coming into my face, and it was hitting my eyeballs and my chin bones, and it was like hail, like thin sleet of hail, and it was painful. Yeah, it was gnarly, man. And it lasted maybe about 20 minutes of that downward descent. And then I heard that afternoon it puked down with fresh snow at Coronet Peak, and then all stopped. So if I had have had like an industrial strength umbrella and a big wind tunnel or a big wind block, I could have just managed to stay where I was and wait 20 minutes, and then we would have been back to normal because it came clear again. But whilst it was stormy, holy shit, it was hectic. It was so hectic. And I was thinking, this is so lucky that I packed everything down. If I didn't pack that down when I did, go back and look, the stream's still on there. I show you the clouds coming, and it looks gnarly when it's coming my way. If I didn't do that when I did, and if I had waited 2 more minutes, even 2 more minutes, everything would have got soaked. It was like someone throwing a bucket of water on. It went from nothing to everything all at once. Hectic. Did you just call me the P-Man? I think I did actually. I think I did that twice before, Pablo. What, you don't like that? The P-Man? You know I got Chateau de Cardboard. Chateau de Cardboard. I got one here the other week. It was actually quite good. You know what I found here, man? The wine, pretty shit, typically. Sorry. Okay, there's good wine here, obviously, but you have to be able to pay for it. The cheap wines are pretty shit. There is so much good beer, but it's expensive. Like $10 beer, $10 cans of beer, $12 for a single can. I've got to plug my my laptop in. Why is that so deflated? 20%. I'll keep an eye on it. Rob Mack, how you doing, Rob? 10-month sub streak? What? You see this pool table here? You see this hand here? You hear this 10 times. Thanks, Rob, for the 10-month sub streak. How you going, man? All hail the Gibbs, king of the realm. King of the realm. Building the realm. The realm. I really hope we don't get another earthquake. Gotta tell you, do not want another earthquake experience. So what have I watched this week in my isolation? Every conceivable Netflix documentary that they've put on, like the real, you know when you scroll down and it says documentaries based on real life? Oh, documentaries based on real life events. I watched, there was a series, really shitty series, but it was filmed in Canada and I'm going to assume Vancouver. It was called Keep Breathing. The premise was pretty cool, but it was just pretty badly done. But it had some spectacular scenery. I watched all of that. That was like a one season, 6-parter. I just watched a documentary on crack cocaine. That was pretty bad as well. The other one I watched yesterday was, I watched the entire Michael Jordan thing. There was like an 11-part series about Michael Jordan. That was really engaging. A lot of that stuff was beyond me as well. Like, I was actually playing basketball in the early 90s. In 92 and 93 in high school, I was on a basketball team with a good friend of mine, Matt Rennie. And that was also the year that the Dream Team, or 93 was the year of the Dream Team at the Olympics. And all that stuff was happening at the time, but I never really got like Michael Jordan was like big in 93 and 92. But for me, even though I was playing basketball and I enjoyed basketball and I wanted to get better, I never really paid much attention to Michael Jordan or anything that was happening at the time. So it was good to fill in the pieces, I suppose. Check out Tubi if you can get it there. Tubi? Sir Ben on Building the Realm. Buildeth the Realm. 18 viewers and no quack. Oh, look, let me know if I get on that wheel, dude. That'll be the first time this year. It's a free movie streaming platform. Oh, okay. You know what I'm going to do? Tubi. I'm going to just put that in my browser here. Tubi TV. Tubi streaming platform. Okay, I've got it here. tubitv.com. I'll look at that in my own leisure time, but thank you for letting me know, Sookskis. I'm over 6'4", but I suck at basketball. You're 6'4", Pablo, and you suck at basketball? Dude, you just got to be play center. You just get out of there every 3 seconds, and then the rest of the time put the ball in the hoop. I'm 5'6", did all right back in the day. I'm 6'2", and I played center. And yeah, I wasn't great at basketball, but I enjoyed it. Like I could shoot a 3-pointer, which isn't often asked of from a center, but I could definitely nail the 3-pointers pretty consistently. Wasn't really good with ball skills, like dribbling and like maintaining speed and angles and directions with the ball. I wasn't great at, but I could definitely shoot a 3-pointer and I could rebound pretty well. Yeah, and being 6'2", I was a formidable force in the key. Shit! Is there alcohol in this whiskey? You have way more viewers than everyone else on the wheel. Yeah, but you know what? That ain't gonna help my wheel efforts. Facepalm, yeah. Soccer was more my game. Soccer, I like soccer. I like watching soccer. Oh, the World Cup's coming up. I'm looking forward to that actually. World Cup football. I'll be back in Australia. That'll be late. It's kind of strange. It's usually mid-year, but this time because of, I guess it's in Qatar, so the weather, they want to put it at the cooler time of the year or something. Interesting. So, I was gonna say, in the week of my absence, aside from the pop-up for the terms of service garbage, what else have I missed on DLive? Have I missed anything? Oh, there was the, do you guys see that there was the form to fill in if you're a BTT stake? Let me read it to you. Let me read this to you so we don't get it wrong. In the Discord, it's in announcements. Okay, this was yesterday at 3:12 in the AM skis. Dear DLivers, please fill out the form below if you currently have a stake in DLive's old BTT staking system. We are only going to be issuing compensation to eligible users based on their stake who fill this form out. So tough titties if you don't use Discord, basically. Which is not a great way to run a business because not everyone uses Discord. I mean, the same could be said about like Telegram. Like I use Telegram, not exclusively, but for certain things I use Telegram. Imagine a company said, we're only delivering our information through Telegram, and then like it's not fair to put this announcement in Discord and not talk about it anywhere else. They should also put it on the website and say there is an important thing on the Discord that you should know about. Click this link to sign up to Discord. But if they only do it here, this only ends up badly for those that miss out. That doesn't take a genius to see that shit, but DLive just doesn't see that kind of stuff. And to make it even worse, the last day for submissions is the 12th of August. So that's 6 days away. So you've got 6 more days to know about something that you will never know about because you never use Discord. And if you don't know about it and you're a BTT stakeholder, you got 6 more days to get this shit in order. So at least I'm doing this is my PTA, right? I'm doing the best I can to help people to see that there's something that you need to know about in the Discord. It says here, any requests made after this date will not receive any compensation. Eligible users include, you must currently have a stake in the DLive BTT staking old, which I still do. Has a pending stakeout in the BTT DLive staking old, which I don't have. Yeah. Just unbelievable, right? Like, so this notion of compensation, what's this what's this talking about specifically? So if you staked your BTT into the DLive staking protocol, if you engaged the contract and you locked in your BTT, you were essentially saying, I want my BTT to go ahead and ensure DLive.tv continues to exist. So you're basically putting down your cash, in this case crypto, saying this is for the good of the website. Take mine for X amount of time. DLive will give you a return, a reward, as a percentage of the rewards will come back to you depending on how long you stake and how much you stake. And then a little extra bonus if you're a partner as well. This is the way that you can ensure the website continues to exist. Problem is, on the 8th of March 2022, this year, the 8th of March, all of a sudden, no BTT staking rewards were being paid. It's almost like the tap just got turned off, the faucet got closed, and they were like, no, no more. Well, what about my BTT? No, can't have that as well. So I'm not earning any rewards, and I can't take my stake. I can't have that either. No, gone. Gone or locked. Locked. So I immediately began posting in the public Discord, what's going on with this? What's going here, folks? Why is this happening? And as of the 8th of March, are we going to be getting compensated? Took a couple of weeks for DLive to respond. When they did respond, they said, oh yeah, there's nothing wrong. Just, there's no need for change. Everything's fine. Well, that was quickly outlived. Of course, there was reason to change. The redenomination of BTT and BTT old and BTT new, if you like. Obviously, there's going to be a new contract needed for that. So once that was fumbled upon, that they did need to do a new contract, then the idea of compensation did get risen again, and it looks like now there is some compensation coming. Again, if you only put that info in Discord, you're ruling out everybody else that doesn't use Discord unfairly, right? But all these kind of things come up on DLive where you're like, can't the business see that? Like, one method of communication for something as fundamental as BTT stake rewards, it's almost as bad as like when Lino disappeared. People didn't know about it because they don't use Discord. They were like, well, we never heard anything. To be fair, with DLive at that point, they also put out multiple updates in their announcements pages and whatnot. This here is like, seriously? If you don't use Discord, you don't see it? Shit. You guys talking about the Joker? I see Joker in my chat. Who's talking about Joker? The D in DLive stands for dead. I always said it stands for dying, but dying becomes dead at some point. All the Jokers except the Suicide Squad Joker and Phoenix's Joker. Joker is a point of contention. Oh, dude, did you see what he did recently? Oh my God, in the crypto sphere? Fuck. Do we want to talk about the Joker? Talk about going from one community, fucking them over, going to the next one, fucking them over as well. Unbelievable. If you thought Gives a Minute's name was mud on DLive, Joker's name is mud on the crypto or in the Hex community. Joker is absolute disgrace. Ape go hard. Yo, Apeskis, thanks for following the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Now this makes you the latest giver right here on the channel. Now why would this make you a giver? Well, let me explain. You see, you're giving me your time to consume the content, whereas me, I'm a giver because I'm giving you my time to create the content. And so you see how we're both givers here, and this is a two-way pool table, and you're the latest giver on the Gives a Minute DLive stream. Thanks for the follow. You asked what you missed, and I said me painting on stream. Oh, you did a painting. Oh, wow, that's cool. That's cool. What did you paint, Suki? What did you paint? DLive has become the new Twitch. It has not. What, is there millions of people here now? I didn't see that. When did that happen? DLive has become the new Twitch? I mean, half of us want that to happen. I've been painting my 3D prints on the streams as of late. Oh, that's cool, Suki. That's really cool. Pablo, 22 in the house, way more than most DLive GPs. Dude, I watched a GP, what was it? On the 1st of the month when I did my DLive on August 1 video, which is down below in my video section. Go and have a look at it, talking about DLive. I watched a GP with 10,000 followers, a GP 10,000 followers, 1 hour and 10 minutes into a stream, 5 viewers. 4 if you don't include me. Like, seriously? 1 hour into a GP stream where they have 10,000 followers and there's only 4 people and no donations, like no donations, and 4 people watching, 5 with me there. I was like, man, what? Like, those numbers are way worse than YouTube. The Joker, hence the Joker talk. I know who you're referring to, Benon. Yeah, it's I'm not going to name them, not naming them. There's no need to name names, but that's a sign of... There was always speculation about view botting on DLive. That's like... Even the view bots are gone, right? At that point, even the view botters are gone. But yeah, Ape Go Hard, all bots on this platform. But that's what I'm saying, like, there was like times when this GP would get like a couple of hundred people watching. And there was people saying, yeah, I don't really buy those numbers, dude. That's view botting, hey. I'm like, I was leaning towards that too. It's like, yeah, it doesn't seem like... The content wasn't gaming. It was pretty tedious. And at that point, you got view botting, right? But then if you come back now and you see the same dude with the same thing and 4 people watching, that tells me even the view bots have gone, this is shit, I'm out of here. And they're done as well. Oh, you asked what I was painting. I was painting a 3D print of the Joker. Oh, shit, okay. So when you said the Joker, I thought you meant the Joker, right? The Hex Joker. This dickhead on DLive, but he's gone. But you're just referring to the Joker, it's the character. Okay, I gotcha. Ape, I was just in a room with 15,000 peeps. You know what I'm gonna do here? My phone is sitting flat on the desk and I need to get it on a bit of an angle so I can see the chisel chat. What can I rest underneath it? I've got to get something. Got a little USB dongle here that I can probably use. Oh, that's a rad dongle. HDMI out. Basically, that's Hendrik. That's like the what's that one that you and I hate, or that you hate that I bought? Can't remember the name of the brand. Don't need it anymore with the man, the MacBook Pro 1 M Max Pro Max, so good. So what stream were you in, Ape Go Hard, with 15,000 people? Can I actually tell me what that was, Ape? What was the stream you were in? I want to go and see. You were in a stream with that many viewers? Where? How? Satoshi, yeah, that's right. It wasn't Satoshi, but yeah, something like that, Hendrik, yeah. I am proud to say that I was involved with getting the Hex Joker what he deserved on DLive. Well, Pablo, just saying, yeah, cool. Have you seen what's gone down or it's already gone down. It's now, I guess it's a couple of weeks ago now, but he's not in, his time is well and truly over. And the way he went out was with the most cringeable, do what I do, don't do what I do, do what I say I don't do. Like, he's so arrogant and so hypocritical what he did. And when it was pointed out to him what he's done, he completely denied it. And it's like, dude, like take the L and learn from it. And he doubled down on it. And now he's completely removed from that community. You heard? Yeah, it's funny. It's funny because it's not so much what he did, which is the problem. Because I don't really think what he's done is that bad. But the fact that he berated anybody else that did the same thing before him, and he made scathing videos about people doing what he ended up doing, and he wrote them off, and then when he did it, he couldn't see that he's doing it, and he's like, no. And I was like, dude, you base your entire crypto channel on writing these people off for doing what you're now doing. And he just could not see it. And it's like, dude, just walk away, man. You're done. Hey, it's over. Phil Godlewski was the gent's name. I've never heard of him before. Phil Godlewski. Let's have a look. Let me have a look on the DLive machine here for Phil with 15,000 viewers on DLive. Phil Godlewski. Godlewski. That's a hard name to spell. I got it here. Oh, streamer is offline. Last live an hour ago. 54,000 followers and not a partner. Dude, are you seeing this? This channel? Go and have a look for yourselves. I'll put it in the chat. I'll pop this in the chisel chat. You need glasses. Yeah, I'm holding out till I'm 50, Hendrik. Give me another 4 years, man, please. I'll put it in the chat for you. Followers 54,800 or 54,000 rounded out. Not affiliated, not partnered on DLive. Serve the beast. Replays. Well, that last replay he's only got 1 point. Oh shit! That's not viewers. That's views of the replay. So he finished his stream an hour ago, and he's already had over 1,000 views on the VOD. That's impressive. All those viewers are bot. Yeah. Okay. So he's a view botter. Is that right? Oh well. I've got to plug my my laptop in, folks. Let me get this over here. It's great living in a house with Apple products because I can just. This isn't even my charger. I'll just get a charge off this guy. Thank you so much. USB-C for the win. Yeah, gotta love it. We'll let that charge for a bit. Oh shit. Sorry about that, folks. I just wobbled the desk. Whoopsie. Cheers as ears. So it's a Saturday. Doug would be surf lifesaving and Charlotte's sleeping. Oh, well, it's nice to be here with you yahoos. Been a little while. I am looking forward to working in 2 days. Definitely looking forward to working. I don't do well, like, I don't like sitting around idly. idly. That's a hard word to say. Idly. I like being active and movement. Doug is at Bunnings doing a sausage sizzle. Oh, swish. Pablo's getting a brand new toilet next week. What are you going to do in between this time though? What if you need to take a dump? What metaphor is that, getting a new toilet? Is that a metaphor? Bug Banner, my 2 dogs wobble the desk on a constant wobble. No worries here. Thank you. So my wobble added to your wobble? Interesting. Dude, this whiskey is so good now. The first sip of it, and that beer wasn't great. Oh, Hendrik, you're back now. Have you heard of Hagen Lager? H-A-A, Hagen. It's a German lager. I had one before. It was 4%. It wasn't very nice. Not that every lager has to be lovely, but usually German beers are good. Actually, I wonder if that is a German beer or if it's just a beer that they brew and they say, oh, this is the German beer. And Germans never have heard of it, but you guys love it. Your wobble added to the dog's wobble. Love a good additional wobble. Additional wobble, folks. Rob Mack with a link to toilets. Some toilet links there, Rob Mack. I want to get reflective. Do I want to get reflective? Doug's sausage sizzle is for the Life Saving Club. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, cool. Hey, Hendrik, when's your cruise coming up? When are you off on that cruise, the next cruise? And that's... Toilet is a metaphor for DLive. Oh, you're getting a new toilet next week. You're moving from DLive next week. Oh, Doug. Not Doug, fucking Pablano, the P-Man. Well, I always said I'd stay here till the very bitter end, and I will. Oh, was there a, I can't remember if this was public or not. Can't recall if this was a public announcement. Just want to make certain I'm not. No, I can't mention. It's not public. It's not public. But I'll just say good things are coming. Be done with it. Good things are coming, folks. The next cruise is August 20. The one after that is September 20. How long is the August 21 for, Hendrik? August 20. How many days is that one? Toilet is a metaphor for DLive. That's what I was saying. Yeah, I know. I get you now. I get you, Pablano, Pablina, Pablana. Do we need a new toilet? If you want to take that metaphor, if DLive is the toilet, do we need new porcelain or do we just need to flush it? Huh? Needs a good damn flushing. We need to clean it all out, right? We need that toilet duct that gets under the rim. Oh, you need the little blue things that you put in the cistern, and then as you flush, it just keeps coming clearer and bluer and bluer. Although, I've always thought those things are a bit lousy because the idea of like making the water in the toilet bowl blue is so you don't see the skid marks, right? Because there's always skid marks on the bottom of the bowl. I don't know. Excuse me 1 second. Hello? Oh, really? No, I'm busy right now with a live stream. A little bit about poo and toilet bowls. That's right. No, DLive. I know, yeah, but I'm not well, yeah, you could call it that. Yeah, but I am being a little bit more. I know. Dude, I'm actually live right now. Can I? Oh, okay. Maybe Monday. Probably better Tuesday. No, I just had a week off, that's all. Why don't you tune into the stream, man? Just tune in, man. Yeah, I reckon. Let me get back to you on that, but I reckon that's going to be fine. Okay. All right, cool. All right, see ya. By the way, that wasn't a phone call. That was an alarm or a timer. Was that good acting though? Was that a convincing phone call that didn't happen? Because that wasn't a phone call. I was literally on timer. But was that good acting? I think I want to pursue acting. I think I want to go and do some acting courses or at least like the other day I was thinking, last time I was in New Zealand, I did some work as an extra on Lord of the Rings. Should I be looking to see if there are other productions that are being filmed in New Zealand in this time around, and I could get work on those films as well? Yeah, I think, and after I just was talking the other day, well, in a VR, talking to Duncan about acting and one line in a movie that I was in, and the Tracer video clip. I think I want to do more acting. Benon, the acting was maybe a 5 on a scale of 1 to 10. Oh, I was only halfway. That was only halfway there. Abby says that was convincing. Rob says quality acting. Abby says 7. So you guys, I'm hearing a bit of both there. I'm hearing half and half. Only a 5 out of 10. Fuck, shit. You mean I'm not an actor? All right, I gotta go and get some schooling then. I felt like it was pretty good. All right, then okay, I'll take that as a learn. Hendrik said 5 out of 10 as well. So Pablo and Hendrik both gave me a half point, which would be, that's kind of what I'm used to in my life. Like I've always got, you know, schooling, I got around 50% in all my grades and shit. So 5 out of 10 sort of fits. My confidence gave me, I felt like I was doing better than that though. I felt like I'd got to a point where you were convinced that it was real, and therefore I was convinced that I was actually talking with somebody. But if it didn't work, it didn't work. I can lie if that makes you feel better. I don't want you to lie. I don't want you to feel me better. I want you to be feeling better when I'm with you. What? No, you feel me better than I'm feeling when I'm without you. And so forth. Dude, there's going to be more alcohol in this whiskey. There's going to be more alcohol? No, there's going to be more whiskey in this. What am I even trying to say here? You're right and I'm wrong. It was like your iPhone 27 gags. Dude, when I get back to Australia, that iPhone 27 is going to need charging. It's been sitting in that drawer for so long. My brother's been using my room actually. Do you know what happened? I'll tell you this, and I'm a little guilty. I feel pretty bad about this, but oh wow, there's a plane right there. Huh. That's unusual. There's a plane. It's either okay, forget about it. But there's a plane above Queenstown Hill. It's doing a circuit around that way, so it's going to come in for landing. So Steve Ann with this, you know, the fucking alarm and the battery drain, and you know, I haven't really talked about it in over a year now, but Steve Ann still has a battery drain issue, to the point where once every couple of weeks, if you don't drive it, you gotta drive it. You gotta turn it on. You gotta take it for a run. Usually from home into Nowra, it's long enough to charge the alternator and get the alternator going. Blah blah blah. I left out a set of instructions for my sister and my brother, and I stuck them on the back of my door because my brother's going to use my bedroom. This is while I'm away from Australia, right? So they can deal with Steve Ann. Otherwise, the alarm will go off at some point. Of course, they didn't do the things you should never expect someone to do what you do in any regard. They're never going to do it quite the way you do it, because your interest in the thing is usually a deeper vested interest. So I've never let Steve Ann drain the battery to nothing, because I know that that's going to require, if it happens more than once, 4 or 5 times, then you're going to have to get a new battery. So it's in my vested interest not to let the battery drain. So I'll always, every couple of weeks, I'll go out and put the charge on. I've also got a trickle charge solar panel that adds a little bit more back into the battery. So there's a constant drain out, and there's also a constant drain back in. Now, while I've been in New Zealand, I did alert my sister and brother how to make certain that doesn't happen. And of course, within a month of being here, it was like, you know, phone call, oh dude, your alarm's going off, we can't stop it. And I'm like, okay, so what happened? And blah, blah, blah. The end result of all the back and forwarding was that James, my sister's partner, who's well and truly equipped with all technical and yeah, he's wonderful at this stuff. That's his business, right? He does this as a thing. But he came in and just ripped out my alarm system, put an immobilizer into the van. Now there's a switch that you just flick to the left, and that shuts down all power to the system. And it's done. And like when my sister told me this, I was like, okay. And I felt guilty. I thought that should have been done by me a year ago or 2 years ago. But now that it's been done, it basically means Steve Ann sits there it's not draining a battery because the battery's disconnected. There's no alarm sounding because the alarm's gone. He ripped the alarm out and threw it away. God bless. That alarm thing on that man, I got a photo. I saw the best Steve Ann here. I took a picture of it. Check this out. This is my Steve Ann. Check this out. Where is it? Photos. I took a photo. Somebody got Steve Ann. Who brought my van over here? It's literally Steve Ann, hey? Look at it. It's the same. It's exactly the same as Steve Ann. Can you see that? I hope you can see that. I'll make the brightness less. Steve Ann. Hope you can see that. Oh, that's worse, dude. You wally. Let me just make it a little better. Look at Steve Ann there. This New Zealand Steve Ann. Can you see that? New Zealand Steve Ann. Hope you can see that. It's the exact same model, hey? And I was like, what? Got a little A little pang of nostalgia for my Steve Van. All right, anyway, blah, blah, bling, blong, blang. Let me reload the machine here of DLive. Then I'm going to reload my machine of whiskey. It's 55. It's 50-50. All right, so we're back up here. We're good. Benon, the facial hair suits me. I always have facial hair, Pablo. Well, thank you. Thanks for noticing. But do you not notice it usually then? Because therefore the problem lies with you. I've always got facial hair, man. What you're essentially saying is your eyes haven't always working. Haven't always working? Yeah. Haven't always been working. Also the longer hair is just a nature of being in the snow. I actually haven't had my head exposed to the elements at all. I've been permanently in the Canadian toque. Steve Van looks like something out of Mad Max. It's missing the antennas on the top. Hendrik, do you know what, dude? It is, and you're right, that's the difference. I'm thinking about taking those off, Steve Van. Having been here and using 4G, and now I know a little more of how it works, I don't think I need antennas on Steve Van. Although they're already there. Do you know what, man? This is going to sound, well, it's not fucked up, but this is just the nature of what it is. But I've really been missing two areas that I've been to. Fitzroy Falls Reservoir and the George Boyd Lookout. Those two locations we've been live streaming from. While I've been here in New Zealand, I've been thinking about going back to both of those spots and streaming again. First of all, the Fitzroy Falls Reservoir is a big open space with westerly facing sunset over water. Remember we had the big huntsman? Looking forward to going back there. And then the George Boyd Reserve is so close to home. It's an epic, beautiful uphill climb. And then you're on top of this mountain with an epic view of the south coast. And I know I'm here right now, like literally in epic views, but I am missing that area. Yeah. I've been thinking about that the other day. Fitzroy Falls was good. That was like a 12-hour stream that day, yeah. I want to go up there. I'll take Marty up there, hey. Marty's got a new job as an actual postie. He used to just be a delivery parcel guy, but now he's an actual postie. And he's also split up with Stacy. So Marty is now single. Actually, he's single-ish. But yeah, he's keen to do some missions and stuff. Hendrik, what was the place where the Bogans showed up? Oh, and that place too. That was the Bogans. So that would have been Sussex Inlet. Yeah. So those three locations, yeah. Sussex Inlet. And all three of them are, well, actually, George Boyd is a little sketchy, sometimes with 4G, but definitely Fitzroy Falls Reservoir. There's a 4G tower right there on the reservoir. And at Bougainville, there is a 4G tower right there. That was that was the snap lockdown time, yeah. Definitely want to go back to those places, and will do. I'm going to get some ice and have another whiskey. You stay there. It's a deal. It's a steal. Bogans. They were cool, those kids. They were all brothers too, and that was the sister as well. That was funny. Jamison's, folks. Stout edition. Highly recommend it. You know what else I want to get before we... See, I'm already talking about it like it's over. I want to get before we leave. We got over 2 months before we leave, but I want to get another bottle of whiskey. You know, the New Zealand whiskey. That bottle, I want to get one. It's $30 for a litre of whiskey. I want to get more of that. I'm going to do that. I'm also going to get another 30 block of Cody's. So we'll get more Cody's, and I'll get a bottle of whiskey. Yeah, and then I've pretty much, yeah, I've done most of what I wanted to drink here in New Zealand. You know what I haven't had at all? I've had no Jack. Oh, well, that's not true. I've had Jack and Coke. Haven't had a single regular, just straight up Jack Daniels. Pablo, DLive was disrespecting our gives. 19 viewers, most on the wheel is 5 viewers, so obvious. Oh man, I'm banned off the wheel. Like 100%, Pablo, 100%. My channel is not going back on the wheel. Do you know that I got removed from the Crypto Superstar program? They took me out of that as well. So if you look at the crypto streams, let's do it. Let's do it right here. Cryptocurrency streams. Here's one here. The ones that are on the sidebar. Big tickers. 1 viewer, no viewers. This Discord syndicate is on the recommended crypto streams, not even live. Doge Cash Radio, no viewers. Crypto ticker, not even a ticker at that point, just the Doge Cash value. Terracoin, no viewers. Same shit over again, live for 5 hours. Coin Vision, live for 17 hours. 0 viewers. 0 viewers live for 17 hours. Yet I got removed from the cryptocurrency, the Crypto Superstar program. Yet whenever I stream cryptocurrency, I was in this section here and I was actually talking cryptocurrency, and they removed me from that platform. So in their infinite wisdom, DLive, disturbing. I'm going to have a thimble full of vodka. Yo, Brack. I didn't even see you there. Brack. Hello, Brack. Brack Gobbum. Brack Gobbum. I'm going to have a thimble of vodka because I am a federal agent on the clock. Oh, well. I'm going to drink whiskey free-poured because I'm a live streamer in New Zealand on no clock. Hendrik, I experimented the other night. Took MTAG off, got on the wheel, put MTAG back on, taken off the wheel. Yeah, we did that a bunch of times too, H-Man. That Discord syndicate was always a taped recording. Really? Well, I mean, regardless of whether it's a taped recording or not, the fact is that if DLive really wanted to promote the idea of decentralized live streaming on blockchain, they would look at the streamers that are doing this, and the ones that are creating the most unique, engaging content would be the ones that would promote the site. But they've never ever done that with me. In fact, it's worse than that. I've done all the things to promote the site, to make the site better, and yet I got shunned from the site. Completely shunned. To the point where this entire year, I've pulled in the numbers. I've never been featured on that carousel, but I'm pulling in bigger numbers than some global partners. So work that out, and when you've done the working out, get back to me, because I don't understand it. And by the way, I'm only raising this because Pablo brought it up, but I'm well and truly over it. I don't care anymore. We're still going to do cryptocurrency streams. I'm still going to talk about cryptocurrency. I'm still going to be engaged in the cryptocurrency sphere. But do I care that they removed me from that platform? Not really. It's just another telling tale of how bad DLive has become. Like, of all the things they could be doing, instead of chasing streamers for, I mean, I'm assuming, and by the way, I never got told about it. Like, there's not an email saying you've been removed from the program. I just see that I'm no longer on. You know what we should do? We should check it. We should check that. Let's check it by doing this. Actually, I won't do it with my phone. I'll just plug this back in. I figure what we could do is if we start talking about crypto, and I'll change to the cryptocurrency tab, you should see. So there was a little, you know, there's like a little sidebar called Superstar, and if you're on the DLive, not the wheel, but just on the home page, just go to DLive.tv, and you scroll down, and it takes you to all the streamers all the streams that are currently active or currently live, organized in viewer numbers. But it's further than that because you've got to have X tag and M tag switched on. But either way, you get to the point where you see my stream. But you used to have a little banner across the side saying Superstar, Crypto Superstar, when I would do a cryptocurrency stream. Yeah. I know that's gone. Brack Glob Bamina. Gibbs, you've always been great to me, even when spurging, and I saw you on the carousel. It's why I'm here. Thanks, man. I'm not too sure what spurging is. I'll love a good spurge though. Give me some more spurge. You still have the badge. So the badge is separate to the tag, and I wanna do the tag. I wanna check. I wanna change from chatting to cryptocurrency, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Because yeah, the badge is another situation, because like we've still got the Lino blockchain founding member badge too. Spurging is ranting. Oh, okay. I spurged. Did I rant? I mean, I love a good rant. Free speech is dead on this platform. Yeah, I mean, most things are dead on DLive. The ability for streamers to earn income. The ability for streamers to earn an income based upon other streamers' donations, aka BTT staking and rewards, all gone. Let me just try this. Let me go from crypto chatting. Let's go to cryptocurrency. So we're now in the cryptocurrency category. So let's talk crypto. I want to tell you about a cryptocurrency that rewards you for staking and hodling. It's called Hex. The idea is that you stake your Hex cryptocurrency. The longer you stake it, the better you get paid. So the terminology is longer pays better. The idea is delaying your gratification. That's Hex in a nutshell. Let me refresh my trousers here while I'm in cryptocurrency. And so on that sidebar, I'm now, you can see this, right? I'm now in cryptocurrency. I'm not on this sidebar, yet I've got 22 viewers, and we're talking crypto, and the channels that are being promoted have 1 viewer, 0 viewers, 0 viewers, 0 viewers, 0 viewers. So what we're seeing there is, and this is just like a super quick test, because I'd happily sit here and talk crypto for the next hour with you if you want. But the fact that they've removed me from that program, whereas before I would have been in there, and that would have been a great way for anybody that comes to this platform to go, oh, there's a crypto tab. Oh, this guy's got a few viewers. Let's check him out. And then they come in and start engaging and learning about crypto. Instead, they're happy to promote this garbage, which, to be frank, you can get this shit anywhere, right? These are just tickers. There's nothing. This is as bad as a webcam. Not a webcam. A CCTV cam. This content. It's not content. It's just it. It's like going to the library and like videoing the microfiche. You're not creating your own content. You're just displaying someone else's content. So that's a thing. Refresh it. So yeah, I just don't get there. I don't get any. I don't get any love from DLive. And it would be nice for them to have told me, hey, you're going to be removed from the cryptocurrency superstar program because of A, B, and C, or you're about to be removed. Can you take any steps to mitigate that happening? Nobody said nothing. There's no email to me saying, you're this close to being removed because of whatever. I mean, obviously it'd be, in my case, it'd be, you haven't done enough cryptocurrency streams. And I'd say that's fair. I haven't done enough streams, period, because your site sucks balls and I've been busy with work in another country. My ambition was never to do that. I'm sure your ambition was never to let the site drop so bad that streamers like me give up on it. Because let me be clear, if this site was still as good as it was, I would have been streaming as well as working the amount that I've been working for The Hill. I would have made it work because it would have been incentive enough to do that. But there's no incentive on DLive to want to do that anymore. There used to be, and I came out swinging for DLive. This is the reason you got to stream here. This is so cool. There's so many good things about it. All that shit's gone. To not get you get an email when you get accepted into these programs. So to not get an email saying, oh man, we're going to remove you from that program, I mean, that's as shit as... That's getting dumped on by a girlfriend or a boyfriend, and the way you find out is you see them at the cafe with the next partner. You're like, oh, what? Who? Don't we normally get coffee and a scone on a Sunday? You're eating a scone? Some people call them scones. I call them scones. You're eating a scone on a Sunday? And that's not me? Who's that? They've even got blonde hair. His name's Ben Off. Are you kidding me? That's almost me. That's almost my name. Dude. So I'm out. Am I out then? I'm out. That's how you find out about it? It's shit, dude. That's shit. So I've found out about this just by looking at DLive. Nobody told me about it. And by the way, I've got DLive to thank for my cryptocurrency. For my portfolio, I talked about a little earlier about Pulse Dogecoin and Hex and stuff. And also trying to get to one full Bitcoin by the time I leave New Zealand. All of my portfolio in cryptocurrency is thanks to DLive, all of it. The only reason I'm in crypto is because of DLive. So to have that as my base, like how I got here, and then to be able to promote the idea, and this is credit to DLive, right? This is props to DLive. To be in that cryptocurrency superstar program, you didn't need to necessarily just be promoting Tron cryptocurrency. Like you could talk about anything as long as you were including cryptocurrency, which I was like, that's great, because I'm new, well, at that point, I was new to the whole world of crypto. So if I can use my platform or my presence on a platform and learn about cryptocurrency and then also teach others at the same time, this is wonderful. Like, we're all gonna benefit from this. So I was loving it. Like, every week we would talk about cryptocurrencies and we would get in and learn and discover different protocols and different consensus methods, and it would be great. It was just such a big fucking dump of information for someone that had never understood or never even known about blockchain and crypto before. So thanks, DLive. I didn't want that to stop, but apparently I'm out. I didn't do anything. I didn't do enough, obviously. I'm assuming it's because I haven't been streaming as much. That's what I'm going to assume. DLive could turn around and say, no, we just closed the cryptocurrency superstar program, and you were the only one in it. There wasn't many, but you were the only one, and so we closed it. But as Rob Mack said, I still have the little badge. So, I mean, but then like I said, that shouldn't really tell you anything because there's still the Lino blockchain founding member badge as well. So that's interesting, right? Like it's another slap around the face of a person or of a streamer, aka myself, but it's another slap around my face for someone who has wanted, like, every time we talk about these issues and every time we get deep into the woods about what's going on, the only goal that I have in my mind is to fix it so that we get better. None of my ambitions have been, I'm going to make my own DLive and do better. No, my ambitions have been, hey man, this is what's wrong with this site. We have to fix it so we can go to the next step and be better. So all the while we've seen this descent into lousiness, I've been thinking, if we don't talk about that, and if we just like, good morning and coffee and duck, and if we just fucking pineapple pizza that shit, we don't go in and talk about it, then we never get better. So that's the reason I've gone, let's talk and let's get better. Let's fix it and get better. This has been my entire mission to get this site back to, funnily enough, it's not even better than what it was. It's just what it was. I just wanted to get back to what it was when I came here. And what that was, if you want to go into a time machine, go back into April 2020 when PewDiePie put out his video. April 2019, my bad. Go back and have a look at PewDiePie's video and where he talks about all the reasons why you should want to stream on DLive as a streaming platform. They're all gone now though. DLive number one. DLive not number one. DLive is number none. Not to mention all the crypto donos. This is true, Hendrik. Yeah, that's true. I hadn't really thought about that, but I've had plenty of times that I've supported the Tron blockchain by facilitating donations through BTT and TRX. Yeah, true. I hadn't thought about that. DLive has shown no interest in improving. Yeah, DLive is, and I've always said, or not always, but as this has gone on longer and longer, Pablo, I've speculated that the problem is not, like, there are people at DLive that want to do better, that want this to be fixed. I can think of two straight off the top of my head, no need to name them. Gee, this house could do with a tidy up though. Wow, man, the temperature's changed here. The window is like far out, man. It's expanded. It's like a fat... Oh, my head's all noobed up. Sorry, no. I'm still feeling a little congested. I'm not going to name names there, but yeah, like there are people within DLive that do want this to be better, but the problem is, and this is obviously what's happened, is that the top end of the equation doesn't give a shit. And this is, again, I don't want to name names, but oh my goodness, the sun is going down. It must be getting into the evening. The sun is going down. It's going to be a bloody lovely evening here in Queenstown. The sun setting. It's going to be lovely. Yeah, I'm not going to name names there, but yeah, if the top dog doesn't give a shit about it, then obviously no one else underneath is going to, they're not reporting to anybody. Like, Twitch makes me angry. Twitch makes you angry? Searching Google for DLive PTE Limited gives me a Singaporean entity. I mean, it was always California based, wasn't it? Wasn't it? When Charles Wayne was involved, it was always in California. Dude, I gotta take a slash. How long have we, what? How long have we been live? I've been live for 2 hours and haven't gone to the bathroom yet. Can I go to the bathroom? What are you gonna look at while I'm gone? You know what you can look at? Oh, this will be interesting. Let's do this. Oh no, that'll be silly. I was gonna say we could do like an Inception where if I put my laptop in front of the screen, it goes in the zing, 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 zing. That'd be stupid. Let me, I'll give you this. By the way, it's so warm in here, but there's no heater on. I'm gonna put my, this here is how you line up the balls for pool. I'm gonna let you have a look at that while I go to the bathroom. How's that video on the television? I mean, it's been like that for like an hour, but the light in the sky hasn't changed. I don't understand it. Get down. All right, I'm back. They were telling me they were going to ban me before I did anything. It's like Minority Report. They ban you for behavior on other platforms. But well, okay, and that's understandable, I guess. That's not the case for me though, because I haven't been banned and all of my content is across all the platforms anyway. So even if I was messing up on another platform, it would be also here at the same time. Yay, Shlogi! How you doing, man?
Good, I'm about to call my brother, so I'm going to go do it outside.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll join us afterwards.
Yeah, sure.
Housemate just turned up. I thought our host had run out on us. What do you mean? Run out on you? What do you mean? I went to the bathroom for a second. Can't I even do that? I'm being live for 2... Who are you, Bugnana? Are you complaining that I disappeared for a moment? I've been live for 2 hours and 12 minutes, and I went momentarily to go to the bathroom, and I come back to all kinds of abuse. That's not fair. Let me do what comes naturally every now and then. Shit. I would never leave you here. I'll tell you what I'm going to do though. If Shloki's going to come in, he's going to talk to his family first. I'm going to turn that around a little, get a little more light, because he's going to sit there, I guess. Run Noft is a movie joke. Run Noft. By the way, that's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I could turn the light up. I was in the bathroom too, Bugman, were you? There you go. How's my exposure? I feel like my exposure is not great. It's not on my face, is it? The light needs to be, that's better. Anyway, folks, at some point maybe we'll have a chat with Shlok, my housemate. He's about to set off on a trip. We'll talk about his trip. We'll have a chat about his trip. He's going home. Actually, he's not going home. He's going to England. He's doing he's got a flight from Queenstown, Auckland, Dubai, Kuala Lumpur, London. If you have any questions that you've got, maybe you want to ask Shlok. His father is a famous director, film director in India. Maybe not his father, his grandfather, my bad. You might want to do some searching beforehand. Although he could probably tell us, it'd actually be more exciting if Shlok tells us the stories. But yeah, he comes from a family of movie directors, quite famous in India. And he's talking to his mother right now. So maybe we could have a little story time, little delve into, and by the way, I'm just lucked out here by moving. By the way, did he leave that door open, dude? It's cold now, man. I think he did. No? That's weird. He didn't. It just got cold, like my legs, I can feel the cold in my legs now. Before he gets back though, any questions for me? Any questions that you want to ask? Chat's pretty quiet. I got back from the bathroom, got heckled by Bug Nana, and now everyone's been quiet. Fine, I'll be quiet as well. If you want to just sit here in silence, let me know. You don't have to talk. Pablo's got a split. No worries, Pablo. Take care. Have a good sleep. TKK 9090. What? How you doing, TKK? Good to see you, man. Hello, skis. So you missed my comments, Hendrik. I did. Brack gives, do you have a favorite Pink Floyd song? Oh, shit. Um. Well, ever since Duncan got me onto "Don't Leave Me Now," I like that song. Like I'd never really heard that song before. "Don't Leave Me Now." I think that's demented. Structure-wise, that song is not a song. It's weird. It's the timing and the key changes and everything. It's just fucked up, and I like it. But as far as a favorite Pink Floyd song, that probably wouldn't be my favorite. It's one of my favorites though. Yeah, I don't know. If I was to pick a favorite Pink Floyd song, I'm gonna go with "Wish You Were Here," right? Like that's just a beautiful. Yeah, that's the most obvious, beautiful. But then again, I don't really like obvious and beautiful. Yeah, change that, scrap that. "Don't Leave Me Now" is my favorite Pink Floyd song because it's so fucked up. "Don't Leave Me Now" is fucking awesome. Yeah, Hendrik, and I'm not just saying that because I did the cover of it. I'm saying it because by doing the cover of that, like by recording that cover of that song, I got to learn about that song, and that song is just it's harrowing. It's lovely, it's demented, it's sad, and musically that's like Tool, right? It's like the band Tool. It's all over the place. Yeah, so I'm gonna go with that. Even though "Wish You Were Here" is a beautiful song, and like even like "Shine On You Crazy Diamond" and all that other stuff is lovely. If I'm gonna like actually go what's my favorite to listen to, that of the last couple of years, it's definitely that. I would agree with you. "Wish You Were Here" is my favorite. It's the only one I can play. Yeah, I think everybody learns that guitar line, huh? Everybody learns that at some point. Now, what comments did I miss from Hendrik? Hendrik, you're in FU mode. Anyone notice that DLive Inc. is now DLive PTE? I mean, does that just mean that it changed? That's just the location change, right? Yeah, so they changed their headquarters. That's too bright, man. I'll turn that light down. I've already discovered. Actually, this is only for Hendrik and Duncan, but Duncan's not watching, so I've already nailed down the 2 cover songs that I'm going to put in the next album that I bring out. See, I'm here in New Zealand without an instrument, and I'm thinking about what I'm going to record for the next That Some album. And before I've even got my own music, I've already got the 2 cover songs I'm going to cover. And I'm drawing I've got I don't want to tell you what they are. Actually, no, I won't tell you. Yeah. I kind of want to tell you what they are though, because they're such good songs. It's too. So before, when I covered Wish You Were Here, when I covered "Don't Leave Me Now" and 4 Non-Blondes, "What's Up," those were requests, 2 requests, and then the next album I did another 2 requests. Actually, both. So on Multiple Organisms, I covered Sonic Youth "Because," and I also covered Roy Orbison "It's Over." both of those were requests from Duncan. Duncan said, dude, Duncan sent me, this is how Duncan got me to cover Roy Orbison's It's Over. He sent me, I'm certain of this, but I've got to ask him. I'm going to ask him tonight, actually. I'll do a VR, but he sent me a slowed down version of the Roy Orbison song, It's Over. And he titled, the VR was Top Yourself to This. So like commit suicide to this song. If you're ever fucked up badly, put this song on and you will end it all. And that song, It's Over by Roy Orbison, is a depressing, like really sad, bitter. Yeah, like I could hear Trent Reznor doing that. I could hear a Nine Inch Nails-esque fucking drum and bass version of that, and it would be beautiful, right? And so that's how I got to cover that song. But then he also sent me a robot version, which he loves to robot stuff, make it sound like it's 8-bit robot. So he did that to the Sonic Youth track Because, which is a really cool song of theirs from the Washing Machine album. So that's how I covered both of those songs on Multiple Organisms. And then while I've been here in New Zealand, I've only got a certain amount of music on my phone because I do this thing where I have a certain letter of the alphabet that I'm listening to, and this goes back a long, long time, but yeah, I'm listening to bands that begin with a number. So there's a clue if you want. One of the bands I'm going to cover, the band name isn't a name, it's a number. And so I come up with this one song that this band... Oh, I'll give you 2 clues. So the band name... Oh, I'll give you a big clue. The band name is the year I was born. So if you fuckers know when I was born, you little trolls, going back and looking at my history, that year is the name. So let's just say I was born in 1926. Obviously I'm not, right? The band would be called The 1926. But I'm not born in 9. So if you want to work it out, that's the band. And this will give you a clue, a bigger clue to the song that I'm going to cover. They've never played that song, or they've never played this song live ever. And they talk about it. They're like, we're never going to play that song live. It's such an early song in our career. We're never going to hit it. It's not going to happen. So the band is a number. The number is the year I was born, and the song I'm going to cover is a song they've never played live. I'm going to do that, and that's just one. The other band, how am I going to... Oh, Rob Mack. Is Rob Mack still in the house? Rob Mack. Tip, tip, tip. Are you still here, Rob? Because you'll get this, dude. By the way, Hagen Lager is Australian, not German. No, it's German, dude. It's German. I like older music. This new anime crap pisses me off. Anime music? Anime music. I don't know about anime music. Mayunas, wow! Not too sure what anime music is, dude, but you can have it. You can claim it. And what's anime music? Anime music. Okay, so Rob Mack's not here. I won't give you that clue then. No, I won't. I won't clue you in on it. Oh, I guess we're going to wrap up soon here. Shloki's out there chatting with his family. We won't. I kind of want him to come and have a chat, but if he's busy with his family, I won't be. Hendrik, Untapped Australian Hagen. No, dude. Hendrik, you can give links. I'll give you the freaking bottle, dude. Oh, okay. I think Hendrik's going to be correct here. As I pull this bottle out of the bin and have a look at it, out of the bin, it does say German style lager beer. Oh, I'm not going to be able to read this shit. Brewed in New Zealand from local ingredients. Independent liquor, NZ's 30, Hammond, Parkdata, Auckland. So it's okay, so it's not a German. So what this is the problem with the world, right? This brewery is allowed to make a beer that looks like it's from Germany. So when you're a tourist in a tourist town, which I am, you'll see that and go, oh, German beer, yeah, I'll buy that. But when you turn it around, you realize it's not made in Germany. It's just a German-inspired beer. That's like fucking Instagram filters on a Tinder profile, you know? Like, you're not a German beer. Calm down. But Hendrik, you were right. Putting this back in the bin. I'm never getting it again. You and I broke up. It's over. Top yourself to this. But yes, it's good to be corrected. Do you know what I've got to do? Another piss, now that I've been up a few times. There is a one Pink Floyd song I heard, but I can't remember the name. It was a rarer one. Okay. Hendrik gets it. He's laughing. Yeah, you were right, Hendrik. You were right. So it's an Australia. It's like well, it's like when you get something that's brewed under license. Like if you go and get like a Guinness, anywhere you buy a Guinness in the world, if it's in a can, you're getting Guinness from Ireland, right? If you get That's actually a bad example because Guinness is probably the only one that's not what I'm trying to explain. But you can also get beer that's brewed under license. So they've been given a recipe and the permission to use the recipe, and they make it from local ingredients. And therefore, things such as like water quality, pH, hardness, different ingredients, different. Like I've always said, when I buy like Jack Daniels and cola, like Chinese, when I was in Shenzhen in China and I bought Jack and cola, it's different to Jack and cola in Australia because they use a local cola with different water and different ingredients. So that's definitely Jack Daniels Tennessee whiskey, but it's also using local ingredients to make the final product, and therefore it's got a slightly different taste. Well, potentially it's supposed to be the same, but there's obviously different. There's going to be different. There's going to be a different edge to it. Beck's beer is a good example. The Aussie version tastes like shit. So Beck's, is that a German beer that's brewed under license in Australia? Yeah, okay. How strange that the temperature just jumped 3 degrees in 5 minutes, up, not down. Here, it feels like it's jumped down 10 degrees here. What is the temperature here? Oh, my phone's right in front of me. What is the temperature right now? It's probably about 7 degrees, I'd say. Oh shit, it's 9. It's not cold, dude. It's 9 degrees in Queenstown. Look at that, 9 degrees Celsius. Coming up, oh shit, today's high was 11? That's like a summer's day, dude. Tomorrow, -2 and 5. Oh shit, man. And then I'm back at work. I'm back at work on, oh wait a sec. Let's look at the forecast for Coronet Peak where I actually work. Oh shit, yeah. -10. So to Monday when I'm back at work, right? The day that I go back to work after this mandatory 7-day lockdown, Monday, Minus 10 is the low. Minus 4 is the high. I'm not shitting, I shit you not. Minus 10 for Monday, minus 4 is the high. Tuesday, minus 12 is the low. Minus 3 is the high. These are Celsius. You can do your local conversions, but we use Celsius here in New Zealand. Minus 12 on Wednesday and minus 2. So the low is minus 12 and the high, the warm time, is minus 2. Then the sun comes out on Thursday and the low is minus 9 and the high is minus 1. And we got snow on Saturday. We got snow Monday, Saturday, Sunday, and the following Monday. That's cool, man. I'm stoked on that. I'm looking forward to cold, snowy climates, different days. Dude, I gotta take another piss. Bug Nana, don't bug out on me. I gotta go to the bathroom. I've just started the pee and now it's gonna happen again. So I'll take a slash. All right, I'm back. But I tell you what, we won't. Schloke's going to talk to his family. It could be a long time. We'll we'll probably wrap this up soonish. At some point though, we got to have a stream. See, Schloke goes to England. How are we going to do a stream where we're all here hanging out, shooting pool and having a good time? It's going to have to happen soonish. I don't know. We'll work it out. But I guess we'll get out of here, huh? We'll get out of here now. We'll wrap this up. Saturday night for me, I'm gonna, you know what I'm watching right now? After this epic week of offness, started watching Ozarks. The Ozarks. Anybody seen it? Anybody know about it? I'm only 2 episodes in, the pilot and episode 1 or episode 2 if you like. And now I'm gonna probably watch a bunch of episodes tonight. What is that there? Shit. Huh. And yeah, I just want to thank you for being here on the stream with me. We talked a little about some situations. We talked a little about the situation. I want to host Suki. So yeah, I don't have the ability to do that, Hendrik, here as an outgoing host. Just the way that this is all set up with my IRL stuff. We've never been able to host IRL from IRL. But definitely everybody go, if you want to put the link in the chat, yeah, go and put the link there for everybody to go and hit, and everybody go and hit that link and then say, I brought you. Yeah, I hate to say it, but we're getting close to the end of this experience. Like, this is now August. We've got all of August and all of September. And I know that's a long time, but hey, here he is.
Still on the call.
Oh, he's still on the call. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up anyway. So
That's right.
yeah, even though like we've got all of August and all of September, and then we've got a bit of October, it feels like it's getting super close to the end. So there you go. You have a laptop. Yeah, but hosting's not... No, but I still have to go through my... I'm not... Wait a second, I know what you mean, Hendrik. Can't I just click it on here? I'm getting confused now because I'm not using OBS, so I'm... This is just... I think I can host. I think I can just go here. I think I can just click on... You know what? I can do this, man. Dude, I'm going to host Suki. Thank you, Hendrik. For some reason, because this is not OBS, and I just figured this is just like a dummy, like this is a screen, nothing unlike the screen that I've got here, and you can't do it from there. So I was like, I can't do it, hey. But yeah, you can do it. So in fact, this is great because I don't have to hit my end. Oh, wait a second. Who cares? Who cares? What'll happen? Who cares? All right, let's host Suki. Yeah, all right, I'll see you all later. Thanks, Hendrik, for letting me know. I'm going to have another one of these myself because I've earned it after this week of sitting there for 6 days doing jack shit. See you later. Bye-bye. Hey, oh shit, hang on, before we go, shit, now that I'm on a laptop, I can check my financial contributions to this stream. Suki, MD Wit, and Azorian. Thank you, Suki. Thank you, MD Wit. Thank you, Azorian, for the contributions you've made to this stream. Much appreciation. Let's all go over and say a big, lovely welcome to the Suki Smack House. It's probably in the AM for her while she's streaming. She's a lovely woman. She's in the Mackinac Bridge area. She's in Michigan, not far from the Mackinac Bridge. She will also tell you that Grand Rapids is where she's from, which is also where Anthony Kiedis from the Chili Peppers. She'll claim that. She'll also claim Madonna from Michigan. What else she'll tell you? She'll tell you her internet's shit, but the 4G's good, and she'll show you blue ice. And I'm not talking about Walter White blue ice. I'm talking about like the most amazing frozen. Go to Suki and say hello from Gives a Minute. I'm gonna ta-ta, see you guys later. Next stream we do, I guess, will be the next stream we do. Ta-ta. So at this point, that means I'm offline on my stream here on DLive, but I am still online for the other streams, but that's cool. I hadn't really kind of worked that out, but that's how that's gonna happen. So let me just end my stream here, and then I'll go over to Suki's platform and say hello. Let me do this here. Where is my mind? Way out in the water, see it swimming. Just gonna reload my app on the, what's it called again? You know, the one that fails all the time. Remote Go Light Stream. I was swimming in the Caribbean. Okay, it loaded. Well, shit me. I guess I'll see you all later, you lovely specimens. Ta-ta. Latency. Latency. Latency.